going to check on YouTube that we are live, but StreamYard tells me we're live, so I'm sure that's true. Yes, we are live on YouTube as well. Good morning, everyone. Happy Mother's Day if you celebrate. And happy National Dog Mom Day. I found out about that today.
That's a thing? I love it.
Yeah. So my mom has both. Yeah, I'm going to let my co-hosts introduce themselves. So Holly, why don't you go first?
Hi, everyone. My name is Holly, known as Right Holly Davis. Glad to be here, as always, on Zara's channel. I'm a YA and middle grade fantasy writer, and I'm hoping to start querying again this summer to be traditionally published with my YA fantasy project Diamond, but we will see where that goes.
Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako to me, also known as Cass Voight. I write horror, and I'm a witch.
You just muted yourself.
Randomly unplugs.
As a witch, you're like, I'm a witch.
So if you are looking to market yourself as an author, I have videos on the topic on my channel, which should also be in the description below.
Yes.
Next week I'm basically on the internet all day long, so it will be my birthday, and pleased to be visiting and saying hello.
Yes. So I'm looking at the people in the chat. I believe everyone knows who I am, but if for some reason you don't, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm clearly an author tuber. I'm the author of 5, soon to be 6, and then many more books. And we'll be working on the 3rd book in my sci-fi romance trilogy. So Obscure Origin, Bit of Blood, and Sacred Souls. And thank you, Mom. She made me breakfast.
Aww, so sweet.
Hi, Riley.
And you just posted the cover reveal email. I got that.
Yes. If you would like to be part of the cover reveal that's happening on Tuesday, that is this link. I should have put it in the description, but I forgot. I will put up the Forest Room code momentarily. Riley is currently looking at my door, wondering where my mom went. She's attached to my mom more than she is to me. I try not to take offense. Say hi to people, Riley.
So cute.
And don't eat my breakfast. She's now staring at my breakfast on my desk.
I have a smoothie bowl that was like just frozen so I could make it easy for me, just microwave it to warm it, to soften it up.
Nice. I just have coffee.
Riley. Hi, Maddie. Puppy. We love Riley.
Aww.
She hates the ring like this. I think I'm going to let her go. Bye-bye. I'm not giving you my breakfast. Her tail just went down. Yes. I could, but we actually have brunch plans after this stream, so I'm off the hook.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to share the Forest Room code. It is 6 Hotel Bravo Papa Mike November Mike. I think it's weird that it's hotel and November. That's just while people are entering the Forest Room, I'm going to say hello to people so that the code stays on screen. I'm not going to pop people's comments up more than I already have. But hello, Mercurial, Regina, Crow. Mercurial is going to be listening to a writing playlist that they made in 2017. I never felt more motivated to write. That's awesome.
Nice.
Regina is in the last 25% of her vampire edits. It is like Well, it was a 100,000 word manuscript, or was it 120,000? I don't remember, but I know it was. You're like never again. Celine, hello, Miguel, Alexandra, who's a former classmate of mine.
Oh, right on.
Maddie, hello. Crow said, OMG, the tree is a cake. Yes. Holly picked this one.
Hey. I'm excited because I just got 2,000 coins, so I'm trying to decide. It took everything in me not to like buy something that was less, and it's like, no, save up for the 2,000. So now I'm trying to decide which one to get, the plum blossom or the maple tree. So I'm struggling.
I vote plum blossom because I think it's prettier.
Yeah.
Ditto.
And they have more stuff that matches with it.
Yeah, we're gonna be planting the plum blossom later today.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, because Sako picked that one.
Yay.
Kat, hi, I'm going to be waking up for a bit before I try writing. That's okay. Most people use the first sprint for
Wakey
getting
things.
coffee, waking up, opening files, getting breakfast. So, I mean, eventually get the maple tree. I have the maple tree too, but I'm just saying if you got to do. Okay, it was over 100K, and now, yeah. Okay, there we go. Crow's going to be working on an romance duology. Cool. Did I know that you were working on that? Not necessarily today, obviously, but I'm trying to remember. Elizabeth, hello. Grading midterms this stream. Teachers rock. I'm sorry you have to do that though, because that doesn't sound fun necessarily. Chloe is here. Hello. Forest room is up. If anyone who just popped into the chat would like to enter the forest room, the code is up on screen. Chloe, I think you like to join the forest rooms when I'm on Twitch, so I just want to give everyone a chance before we jump into our first 10-minute warm-up sprint. Crow. Okay, it's been a while since Crow's worked on her duology, applying beta edits, and was some revision needed to be done. We thought the book was finished. Yeah, I understand that.
That always happens. Or like mine, when I sent off the second draft to betas, I was like, oh, I know there's some things that need like fixing. And then like they found all these other things. I'm like, oh, I have a lot more to do.
Yeah.
That's the nature.
I had someone say that they thought a chapter needed to be cut. They're like, this doesn't really do much. But then my other alpha readers have been like, oh, I really like the character interactions that are in this chapter. So I think I'm going to keep that one. But after reading that comment, I looked at my outline and I was like, chapter 27 does not need to exist. So I thought I was done with chapter 26. And now it's like, no, I have to write like a whole other length of a chapter in the same chapter.
Oh, gosh.
Because I alternate every chapter point of view.
Right.
But, I mean, it's like arguably the most important chapter, so there's a lot to go in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that's cool, Maddie. Regina's is our beta read to Crow because they're both alpha readers for me for this story. Okay, we're going to start our first 10-minute sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. How did everyone do?
Gosh, that went fast. I realized that I was
Sako,
trying to.
you're on mute.
Oh. I was trying to plan my live stream schedule for June, and then I realized, like, oh wait, now I'm a host for the Worldwide Write-a-thon, so I was trying to coordinate that and actually.
I totally forgot to sign up to be a host for the Worldwide Write-a-thon.
Well, I was a host once, and then I was a co-host, so now I'm a host again. So I'm like, okay, I like that I can like kind of alternate.
I was a host for the first two ones, and I wanted to be for this one, and then just school kind of got crazy, and I think I like came down with a cold or something.
Oh no!
It totally left my mind to be like, oh, I need to apply to this before it goes up. I saw it go up, but I was like, I read the announcement and totally forgot.
That was me last time.
How'd you do, Sako?
What did I even do? I set up my day in my bullet journal. I got some more coffee. I'm kind of assessing what my sleep has been like this week and getting ready to set up for next, like basically do the review for this week and then set up for next week.
Gotcha.
Nice.
You said set up like 3 times, which means I'm going to set up the forest room.
I need to do that more. So do you like reflect on like how your week went? And I need to do that. Like, do you find that it really helps you? Like,
it really does, especially when I go back and set up. I go back and assess like what are the cool things that I did this year or anything like that. Like those, that's where I find like those by week.
cool.
And I can assess what is happening the next week.
I like that.
I leave space in my bullet journal for a weekly review, and I used to do it, and then just school kind of started up again, and I was like, I always forget to actually fill in that part that I've set up. Like, I leave a gap after every Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah, for a review, and it never happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me try and find the last time I actually did. Okay, I did a month in review. But when was the last time I did a week in review?
I gotta pull out my journal now. I'm like motivated, inspired.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't even find the last time I actually used the weekly review. Hannah came in. Maggie came in. Regina got tea and her file open, so a good start.
Good start.
Hannah came in, said she was going to do a quick workout and come back, so I don't know if she's come back yet. Elizabeth made whipped coffee and a little lunch. Sounds yummy. I mean, I don't drink coffee, but to people who drink coffee, whipped coffee sounds yummy.
Sounds amazing.
337 for Crow, not bad. Chloe got in editing. Mercurial did planning for the week ahead. Now time for writing. Celine got 398. Crow is adding in a needed scene. Gotcha. Mercurial watched a video on doing a weekly review, but currently doesn't do it. Gotcha. Regina saying she thinks I can wait until school ends to add to my to-do list, even if that is just a weekly review.
Yeah.
Mercurial, I mostly think about it in my head rather than write it down. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie finished chores, made coffee, talked about the latest COVID vaccine myth with a friend, an open document. Great. I'm assuming you are debunking the myth.
Yeah.
Kat got coffee and phone. That's okay. Hannah got bored with the workout, so came back and is going to organize her desk drawer. Still productive. No, Maddie, be productive first.
Yeah.
Use it as a reward. That's what I've been treating Shadow and Bone on Tuesday. Once my semester is over, like my final class is tomorrow night, I can just binge watch
Shadow and Bone.
Shadow and Bone after my stream on Tuesday morning on Twitch. I'm just gonna be like, am I gonna try and break it up at least to cover 2 days? Yeah. Is it very likely that I'm gonna spend 8 hours watching all 8 episodes with just bathroom breaks? Also very likely.
Also very likely. Yeah.
I mean, I watched 13 Reasons Why the first season, all 13 episodes straight through. So
Yeah, like
8
in
is
one
like,
Yep. I haven't heard the word Zaboomafoo in so long. I forgot that that show existed.
remember that show? Walking through the woods one day, Chris and Martin saw something strange. Surprised to remember the theme song. I don't, which is weird because I watched it all the time.
No.
Good morning. I'm gonna butcher your name.
Husna.
Husna? I don't know how to pronounce the first U. But hello. Is this okay? You said fantasy world, so is this? I'm assuming this is different than your French Rococo retelling of Cupid and Psyche.
Cupid and Psyche.
Okay, people are in the forest room, so I think we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. How did everyone do?
That was good. I finally figured out, was starting to put together my live stream schedule. Which is good. And then I opened up my Upwork document to start working on that.
Awesome.
I did my week review and I'm laying out how my sleep went.
Hopefully well.
That's what I was gonna guess.
We got some really great word counts in the chat. Jeez.
539 for Crow. Regina edited 1,000. Whoa!
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Chloe finished her edit. Congratulations. Husna got hot chocolate and organized their desk. I don't know what pronoun you want me to use, so I'm going with they, them, their until you tell me. Elizabeth graded one every 20 minutes isn't that bad. Hoping to keep this pace. Yeah. Mercurio got 462. Kat did morning pages. Hannah started season 7 of Vampire Diaries while cleaning drawers. Getting rid of so many papers. Yesterday, my mom and I shredded 300 pounds of stuff. My mom hired a shredding company and we filled up one of their entire containers and it was all dry. So they're like, oh, so that's 300 pounds. And we're like,
oh my gosh. That must have felt
we are so
free.
happy. We got rid of so much stuff.
Feels so light.
My mom has just been through get rid of all old stuff for the past 3 weeks. And normally she's like, oh, keep everything. And we briefly had a place in New Jersey because of the pandemic and just when, crime and anti-Asian violence was kind of not great around even where we were. She's like, let's just get out of the city for a little bit. And then when we came back and we were getting rid of a bunch of stuff that we no longer needed, she was like, let's just go through everything. So we got rid of our Manhattan mini storage space, which is $400 a month. And my mom was like, this is stupid.
Yeah. Holy cow.
It used to not be that much, but it went up. And my mom was like, I am sick of having this. So we emptied that on her birthday. We got rid of it on her birthday. So I was like, happy birthday to you, Mom.
Nice.
Yay.
And then we shredded 300 pounds of stuff yesterday.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that is incredible.
Okay. My mom has a shredder. It's just the time it takes to shred stuff. My mom
need
was
something to where you can feed
Yeah.
it by the ream.
Yeah. My mom was like, I'd rather be finding more stuff to shred than shredding the stuff.
Yeah.
Because to shred the 300 pounds, it was $100. And my mom was like,
Totally worth it.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
This is cool.
A culture building template. Ooh.
Do you use Campfire or is this a PDF or something that you found?
Yeah, do share.
I'm trying to remember season 7 of Vampire Diaries. I almost said something and then I was like, is that a spoiler? 2 sisters, I think. Yes or no, Hannah? Unless that's all I gotta say.
I like that. I didn't watch any of it. I watched the first episode and I'm like, I'm so far behind. I
think it got bad. I think the 5th season was the last good one, but I did watch most of season 8 because all the episode titles were dialogue from the first 3 seasons as callbacks, whereas throughout the whole show the episode titles were always a reference to some other thing. So I was just when I saw certain episode titles, I was like, oh, like, I don't like where the story's gone, but like, the title is just drawing me in. I gotta know what they are tying to this. So,
Right.
But yeah, some people didn't like it after season 2 when certain things were introduced. I think like for season 2 and like kind of took over for season 3. I think season 3 was my favorite season, and then 4 and 5 were like okay, but then I feel like CW isn't good past season 3. Honestly,
with anything.
well, like okay, I would say that Supernatural is different because they just took it in a different direction, but it wasn't a direction that I wanted. So I was like,
got it. A lot of the things I like they canceled, and oh my goodness, I don't know if you guys remember Hellcats, but I actually really
watched like a few episodes and I liked it.
I really liked it, and I was so sad when they got rid of it. Allie and AJ as cheerleaders, and it's just like it was just good fun.
I hated that storyline, Hannah. It like messes with a lot of this backstory that's set up in season 2. Second half of season 1 and season 2, and I'm just like, no. If you mention a character name, I can maybe guess what season. Yeah, it changed after season 5, but even after season 3, although I think maybe I just wasn't as I haven't yet, but I've seen the trailers. I would be kind of afraid to continue. That's a reasonable feeling.
Gotta add that in.
Friend recommended Supernatural or Vampire Diaries or Jupiter's Legacy, because we've been talking about 3 different things.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I just saw Jupiter's Legacy on Netflix when I was like browsing through what I wanted to watch yesterday, which I didn't end up watching anything. That happens sometimes. I just end up adding a whole bunch of stuff to like my watch list, and then
apparently the cast and creators of Shadow and Bone did a meet and greet like through Zoom or Skype or something. So they're like, I've saved it 4 different times from different YouTubers who've uploaded it. It's like it's probably the same thing 4 different times, but it's like just in case someone started like screen capturing early. It was yesterday, I think, based on what one of the actors had posted on their Instagram.
Got
it. I think they should have ended on 13, not because of like the plot necessarily, but because, you know, like unlucky number 13. So,
yeah.
Like, I mean, for me, lucky number 13 because I'm a witch, but like, you know, I just feel like that would have been on par for them. Like Lucifer is going to season 6 because A, the fans been shut up, and B, they're like 666.
Oh.
First 2 seasons of Vampire Diaries are good. The rest are iffy, but yeah. Good morning. Here to have a last morning of fun running before I get down to my final papers. Aww. Well, yes.
We're glad you're here.
Yes. You should just try it. If you don't like it, then that's fine.
I guess it's worth a try, yeah.
Okay. Oop, 2 comments just came up. I'm just rewatching old series that I've watched. Okay, so I understand that, but actually a lot of people are saying that if you haven't read the books yet, you should watch this show first so you can enjoy the show and not constantly be making comparisons. But from what I've heard, in some ways the show is better than the books. Certain characters are less problematic.
Oh.
Got it.
Multiple characters are supposedly less problematic. Like, I mean, there's still hella problems with at least one, but like.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I mean, I started listening to the audiobook for Shadow and Bone because I found it on YouTube, and I actually got the Netflix tie-in covers, which I never do, but because the costumes and the posters are so cool, and like it doesn't, and I like the actors from their interviews, so like I don't mind looking at them and being like, I know what their actor faces look like, but it's not just like someone's face on it where it's like I don't want to look at that when I'm picking up a book. It's about like the actual symbols.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
the
That's
three crows,
cool.
they all have their like chosen type of weapon. So like you can kind of see what they are, and then obviously this is pretty obvious in every trailer if you've seen the trailers. So I got those, and yeah, there's a before, there's like a prologue, but they call it before in Shadow and Bone, and I already listened to that, and I listened to the first chapter before I stopped myself where I was like, no, I'm just gonna watch the show first for the aforementioned reason. But it's already different than the show. There's something that happens that doesn't happen in the show based on certain things that in a clip that they shared, where someone's like, oh, did this happen? And it's like, no. And in the book, the answer is yes.
That's confusing.
No, but it makes sense, like from what I've gathered context of the show. Like I haven't watched the show, but I already like have so much in my head.
Ooh.
Congrats.
Inspired by Zara the Machine.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too well, the thing is that the show, so this is the second series in the Grishaverse, but what's in the show is like a non-existent prequel. That like they got the author's like blessing to do, and she apparently really likes how they like combined it and stuff. So like this doesn't apparently get spoiled or anything. Like the first season is basically this, while also a prequel to this. Like layered on top of each other and combined.
Right on.
Which I think is cool because it's like the show is doing something that you're literally never going to get anywhere else.
Yeah.
I like that.
But only if it's done well, which apparently it is. Because otherwise you'd be like, that was a traitor. Good morning.
Hi, Chandra.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. How did everyone do?
I did good. I was gonna work on Upwork, but then I brought out my planner.
Yes,
Worked on that, which is good. It's been really bad. I haven't been like using my planner. I've just been using like notepads and just like writing down my to-do list. But I think going back to my planner is going to help me get more done and be a little more organized. And reflective. So
yeah. I figured out how much sleep I got this week, which was not nearly enough.
Oh no.
So I'm hoping tonight I can remedy that. And I set up for next week, but I'm being really loose with it because I've been having this tracker that I put at the beginning of every week to see how much time I spend on whatever project. And I've been having a lot of blank templates, like a lot of blank setup pages. So I'm gonna just kind of like make it as I make projects, as I hit up projects. And I'm also dreaming up a Penny Dreadful for Bella.
cool.
It's cool seeing people talking about Bella. I know what project I'm going to do for Bella. I don't know if I should shift it forward in like my writing plans or if I should just keep my writing plans the same way.
I feel exactly the same way.
Because like this already jumped ahead. I was supposed to write 2 standalones before getting into this.
Mm-hmm.
This was like, no, we're not waiting. So
yeah.
Now I'm like, the one that for Bella would be a standalone, but I don't know if, like, there's one that's kind of halfway done, and I just kind of want to finish it, and it's my adult dystopian romance.
Oh.
But then there's also like a young adult, like very angsty book that, like, I've talked about on my channel before, and people are really excited for that. So I don't know if I should do that even before the other one, and just I'll figure it out.
Can't go wrong with angsty. So
Hannah was drawing a card and watched more Vampire Diaries. Maggie and Raph were wishing Happy Mother's Day to everyone in the chat. Crow reached 1K in the romance, so is now switching projects. Greg, hello.
Hi, Greg.
Well, is it like weird that I like working on my website? I feel like every author tuber or like person who watches author tube in the comments are like, oh my god, I have to work on my website, tears. And I'm like, am I weird?
I don't mind working on websites, but then again, like that's kind of part of my MO. So
I think I don't mind it because like I have it and it's just kind of updating things, like let me update my work in progress, or let me add some new like YouTube videos to my like members page. So it's not bad because I already have the bulk there. I just got to tweak a couple things. If I have to like do a like complete revamp, then I probably have the tears emoji.
Yeah.
Making something from scratch.
Yeah, that's daunting.
But like even when I did that, I thought it was fun.
I find it fun too, but
well, I did.
That's the marketing, thing in me.
Yeah, I did Brittany Wang's author website boot camp, so I had some guidance, and that like helped me, and like step by step, as opposed to just like here now do it.
Now
like,
do it. Yeah.
I did the like now do it. I had like done a lot of research on my own and looked at other author websites and was like, these are what I want.
Yeah.
I feel like I was so used to making like artist websites that an author website was like the easiest freaking thing to do.
Yeah.
It's like the to-do list for an author website is a hell of a lot shorter than for an art website.
I could imagine, yeah.
Okay, Mercurial has uses Wix, but used Blogger. I have used, and not just for me, because I have also been like a personal assistant for some authors in the past. So I have used Blogger, WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, Weebly, and I feel like I'm missing one.
Wow.
I never use LiveJournal. No one was there.
It's Russian and the POS is totally messed up.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
thank you for telling me that.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me make a note of that. I've done it for media kits. I've done it for branding. I have a selfie tutorial that's basic photography skills in the works, and now a website tutorial is a great idea.
Oh.
That I would love.
Because they're so simple.
Yes.
Especially now that web pages are mostly like one-page wonders. You know, like you don't need pages that go all over the place with a web. So it's just like wham bam, see everything all at once and get out of there, you know.
I mean, I do have different pages for each of my books just because of the plugin that I use.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I would do different pages for the books as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, to see the catalog of the books on the main page, and then you can kind of like see the press kit for each of the books.
Yeah. I mean, Crow, you should switch over to Ko-fi anyway because it's a virtual tip jar. We all have Ko-fi pages. As you would have seen as I put them up on screen during the sprints, and also are linked down below as our YouTube channels.
Afraid to tinker with it. I know those feels very well. Like if you have an update to do and you're like, where do I put the update? How do I implement this update and not ruin everything?
I mean, I did WooCommerce when I was selling stuff off my signed copies off my website for a while, and then I just started my Ko-fi page, and I was like, I'd rather do it through here. And just like lighten my actual website by like being able to uninstall WooCommerce and all of those plugins.
Yeah, for sure. Hiring someone to tinker for the website for you. Not that you don't know anybody who would be able to do that.
Okay, let me set up the forest room.
Wow, this is going by fast. Oh my gosh.
I know. I think we would go a little bit over the top of the hour because we have 30 more minutes of sprinting, and that would, I
do tinker with websites. I make websites. It's part of the branding thing. And really, a press kit is kind of like a print version of your website in a way. So it should have the same kind of information. So the important part is coming up with the content. And then however you present that content will be, any number of avenues.
Makes sense.
Poor Maggie's dogs have been out in drizzle and mud, and they want to come in.
It's supposed to rain here, but it hasn't yet. I need to check the weather. I'm like, of course it's going to rain on Mother's Day. Really?
Yeah,
That's like when it it snows on Halloween, but the day before and after is like completely fine. It's like, yeah.
Holly,
Yay, Celine!
congrats!
Yay.
I'm so happy. I'm so glad I could have
Break out the
helped.
bubbly.
Ooh.
You know that GIF where it's like a woman and she's breaking off the like top of a champagne bottle. It's not even twisting the top. She like breaks off the whole thing and like lifts.
Yes.
That's me right now. If you can imagine it. We're authors. I'm sure you can all imagine it. Not all of us have aphantasia like me. Okay, I see people in the room, but if you are needing help with the code, it is 6 Quebec Golf November Bravo Bravo Bravo. I do not come up with these.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Aww. Everyone is congratulating Celine, as they should.
Mhm.
Okay, a lot of people are in the forest room, so I think we are. Thank you, Crow. Yeah, I told myself I was gonna like memorize them and put them in my story, and I'm on the 3rd book, and I still haven't put it in my story yet. So who knows? Okay, we are going to start our final 20-minute sprint, and then we have a 10-minute sprint after. In 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Celine, be sure to save your first draft. How did everyone do?
Good. Didn't quite finish a section that I was working on for Upwork, but put a good dent in it. So,
Woo!
yes.
I am working on book blurbs and author blurbs and stuff like that for a pen name that I am sharing with BC Brown. So
Cool.
we are, and I might do a tutorial on blurb writing, maybe. Not that I have a ton to say about it, but like just a little bit of template work for the poor people who struggle with writing about their work or
I
writing
love
about
writing book
themselves.
descriptions. It's like one of my favorite things, and it's part of my like outlining process, which is it's kind
That's
of
cool.
like, so the snowflake method is you have a sentence and then you have a paragraph and then you have a few paragraphs and then you take each of those paragraphs and turn it into a full page and then
Right.
and you just keep going and going. And I kind of skip all that. Like my brain just like book description and then I do a chapter by chapter. And then inevitably as I'm writing at some point, I'm like, screw the outline. Like I did when I was like, delete this chapter.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah.
Cool.
Finished editing a chapter, done updating the site for today. Cool. 2 to 3 pages of editing. Elizabeth left. Hannah left. 314 words for Mercurial. Great.
Hooray for pie.
Yeah. 3 Papa 8 5 Zulu Foxtrot Victor. Didn't have to look that up at all.
Awesome Crow.
Yeah. I have 300 more words to write for my daily word count goal, and that's not going to happen in the 10 minutes. But this chapter is over 2,000 words now, and it's probably going to be like a 4,000 word chapter, but that's okay.
Oh, geez.
Normally I don't, but I had like a 4,000 word chapter for like a similar type of magnitude chapter in this one.
Yeah.
Around-ish the same spot. So I'm like, okay with it. This is like a lot of stuff is happening and it is a long chapter, but it reads quickly. Like a lot of stuff is happening every single moment. So it doesn't feel like
right.
a super long chapter when you're reading it, but it does because I'm writing it.
Yeah.
I can see the number going up. 200 words, great. Yeah. I mean, Crow and Regina, I think you know which chapter I'm talking about in this one. It's like the biggest chapter aside from the first chapter regarding what happens in it. I think the first chapter might be the shortest, but yeah. Yes. Buffy the Vampire Slayer Harry Potter crossover. Cool.
All right.
Nice. That sounds fun.
So are like Buffy's vampires existing in Harry Potter, or is like Harry Potter magic existing for like Willow and the Buffy gang?
Yeah, indeed.
Because like it could go either way, because vampires
go
exist
either
in Harry Potter and magic exists in Buffy, and I'm just like, what's up?
What's
I want to
up?
read it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, we are going to, a lot of people are in the forest room, so we are going to start our final sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. How did everyone do?
I'm running out of space to write.
Oh no.
Maybe I can squeeze it in.
It's okay. Didn't really do too much, but
I finally got to a point, but there's still a lot more stuff to go.
Mm.
Let's see how the chat did. I forgot to mention that during the last sprint, I set up people being able to pre-order a signed paperback of the third one.
Nice.
nice.
So that, you know, maybe people pre-order it so that by the time I buy the copies,
You
I can just use that money.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Regina rescued another scene. Crow finished that chapter and is now and then moved on to editing, or is going to move on to editing after this stream. It's not totally sure, but somewhere in there. Mercurio got 124, got past the big part. Cool.
Nice.
Usna got 50 words in a bit, and she got research. Oh, got 50 words in, and she got a bit of research done, which is great.
Nice.
Just waiting to see if there are more comments coming in. It says there are 17 people watching, so. I now have 4,500 coins again. I had almost 9,000, and then I went on a tree unlocking spree.
Nice. Oh my gosh, no. The second I get enough to buy what I want, then I get it. But I did buy Plum Blossom, so
Nice.
Yes.
no.
I approve.
Super excited.
Crow, when you say Big Brother is watching, do you mean 1984 Big Brother is watching, or your big sibling who is a brother?
Yeah, that could be taken any number of ways.
Yeah, but I who is it? Klacha was saving up, but going through each tier at the lowest ones instead of saving up for the highest ones.
Yeah.
But I was like you, Holly, where I was I want the most coins so I can unlock the more expensive ones first, if that's what I want, because then that takes more coins.
Right. Those are the ones I'm going to use. So. But sometimes I'm impatient, and then that's when I go for the shorter ones.
Yeah. I mean, we're all human.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing a cover reveal on Tuesday, on the stream, because I don't have. I mean, I suppose I could print it out on a piece of paper, but I don't have a proof of it because I'm still writing it, as you know. But
you could share the screen of the setup of your cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to do it through StreamYard, because sharing anything from my screen through my Streamlabs OBS setup is such a pain in the butt.
What a pain in the butt. Yeah.
But it is going out. Holly's going to be sharing it on Instagram and Twitter, and then I'll be sharing it on Instagram, Twitter, Ko-fi, just kind of everywhere. But yeah, no worries. My stream will be at the normal time. And so 9 Eastern, just like today.
Mhm.
I've unlocked all the sounds.
What sounds? I'm just trying to work on the trees.
I mean, I unlocked all the sounds, which is kind of like a waste for me because I don't use them really because I like to write in silence. But
Yeah.
yes, thank you, Regina. If you're in the store, there's classic and then exclusive that you have to pay money for to get time gems that you can then unlock things. But like the Starburst tree and the Twilight Guardian, if you were part of the events, you could get them for free. And then all the way on the right, is the sound.
Oh, sounds.
So
Got
they have Forest Rain, Cafe in Paris, Rain and Thunder, Times Square, Night Forest, and Sandy Beach.
Cool.
They haven't updated that list in like forever, and they probably won't, and it's fine. Okay, I mean, I know how to share on Streamlabs. I watch tutorials, but it's like I don't share enough to want to set it up as part of my scene.
Mhm.
So, yeah. But yesterday I did spend time designing the graphic that will be shared. I sent it to you already, Holly.
Yes. Yeah. It looks beautiful.
Thank you. I don't see any more comments.
Sandy Beach, that's what is today is to go to the beach.
That sounds nice.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, I haven't gone to the beach in forever.
Yeah, me either.
I miss it.
Hopefully this summer will go a lot. I used to be like, sand is okay. Now I'm just like, I want to go anywhere. Take me to the Palm Trees.
Yeah.
I mean, I go to the beach for the ocean. Like almost everyone else in my family is like, oh, I go for the sunbathing or like the walking on the beach. And I'm like, I mean, walking on the beach is okay until you like get sand in your shoes. But like, I'm there for the ocean.
Yeah. Same.
Don't rub it in.
Oh,
nice.
Bye, Usna. I have a Twitch stream on Tuesday, which is twitch.tv/Zara Hoffman. And then I'm there on Friday again. And then I'm going to be here on Saturday for writing sprints. And then this coming Sunday, I'm actually going to be interviewing a friend of mine who is a Tony-nominated actress in musical theater who's been on Broadway for multiple things.
Awesome.
So if any of you are interested in that, please be sure to drop by then. Also, I will be posting it on my Instagram and Twitter and Ko-fi page. But yeah, so I think with that, I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. Thank you, Holly and Sako, for joining me. They're both author tubers and have Ko-fi